One of the educational technologies that I found in my research was a math virtual reality app that is able to be downloaded on iOS and Android through Ace Learning. What AR and VR allows students to do in math is see how abstract math concepts work in a three-dimensional environment, which is something they would not typically be able to see in a traditional classroom where they are just taking notes and copying down a picture, or the teacher is just writing down a picture. This was just recently released, and everything is done through a tablet or an iPhone or an Android phone or a Fire tablet. But for the most part, what students are able to do is they are able to choose from a bunch of different of the topics that they have for them, the different models, and they can use these models to actually see what's happening when a problem is presented to them. As you can see, there's simple solids, composite solids. You can see volume, and they have examples where there is water actually filling a figure, and students have to figure out how much water is in the figure, like the volume of everything and how much is being taken out. A lot of trig, and some other 3D scenarios, which is where geometry comes to play here. So students all would have this Ace Learning Learn Through Virtual Experience worksheet that they would have sitting out on their tables. What this worksheet does is when you hold your phone camera up to it and you pick the model that the teacher wants them to look at, it shows the picture of what their situation is. So if you look at this composite solid, you can see that we have the worksheet right behind it that helps the phone find the picture for the layout, and then the composite solid that is also included in it. So the composite solid can go from a net, which was just shown. It can go from the cross-sectional area. You can see just the edges, you can see just the faces, you can see just the vertices. You can make your figure bigger, you can make it smaller, and this definitely helps students with figuring out, okay, what does this actually look like in real life? Is this something I can see? Is this something that I don't typically see? How does this look when it's not sitting on a piece of paper? Giving composite solids can be shown in real life in other ways. It's just awesome to use the technology through their iPads, or whatever type of tablet they have, or their phones, and use the virtual reality. The one that I would have my students complete to solve the problem would be the lighthouse problem.
Solutions are provided for each
Students have to find certain angle measures. They have to draw their triangles. They have to figure out how far away the buoy is from the lighthouse, how far away the other buoy is, and students will be able to draw their triangle. They could not necessarily draw their triangle, but their triangle will be there for them. They can see a picture of it, and they can try to use their logical reasoning to figure out what equations they need to be using to find certain angle measures.